I'm here with a 2026 You Need to Know Adam Riley from Knights Baseball. Adam, appreciate the time, man. So we're putting a spotlight on Knights Baseball, and this is a program that's had guys like Kyle Wright go on to win a World Series now with the Braves. What do you feel like this organization, this program does for you in terms of getting you to where you want to be as a player?
It just helps me get better all around and just helps me get recruited easier.
Is it the coaches that you think does that, or is it something about the program in terms of what you guys do on a consistent basis at the facility? What do you think kind of sets it apart?
Just the whole program all around.
So you're a righty pitcher, you're up to 85 miles an hour now with the fastball. Do you guys have a game plan to get you up to 90 and potentially above? I mean, still just being a 2026?
Yes, we just flexibility and mobility.
So you go from 85 with the fastball down into the low 60s with the curve. I mean, you know when you step onto the mound that you've got that big of a gap that you can kind of play around with the hitter with. How much fun is that to make it pitching to know that you've got that big of a gap miles an hour that you can play with?
Really fun. Just different grips cause like different miles per hour and stuff. It's really cool.
Do you feel like you're still learning a lot about pitching? I mean, is it still like something every time you go out there you pick up on something?
Yeah, every time's a learning experience.
So take me through one of your last outings now. What did you feel like you learned the last time you were out on the mound?
Got to work on that breaking ball a lot more.
Is that your focus this fall? Because I know the fall, a little bit different than the spring and the summer. Guys will have something in particular they want to work on in the fall. Is the breaking ball the point of emphasis for you right now?
Yes.
Are you working on a slider? Are you working on what are you specifically working on?
The slider and the curveball.
And the curveball? The curveball's already down in the 60s. Are you a 12-6 guy with the curve? Do you have a spike? What's the setup for you?
12-6.
If you had to throw against yourself, how would you get yourself out?
Breaking ball.
You get yourself out of the breaking ball? Yeah. So you're trying to get better pitching the breaking ball. Are you trying to get a little bit better hitting it as well?
Yes, sir.
What in particular gives you trouble with it? Is it watching for the spin? Is it watching for the way it breaks? What is it about the pitch in particular?
Watch the way it breaks and spins too a little bit.
I know you were here for Junior Future Games representing Tennessee. What was that experience like? I mean, obviously it's kind of cool to be around kids from across your state representing your state, but what did you enjoy about it?
It was a really pro-like experience, scouting-wise and out in the field-wise.
Did you feel like it kind of picked up the attention on you after you kind of got Future Games participant next to your name, and a little bit more attention comes your way?
Yes.
So I'm going to have you grab your bat and we'll get you a ball and kind of have you take us through your mechanics of the plate and your pitch grip. Sound good?
Yes. So when I throw my four seam, grip it like that. And then when I throw my two seam, like that. And then my change up, more of like a circle, like that. Then my breaking ball is sort of like a four seam, but I kind of like chop it down. Then my slider, take it, put that finger up, middle finger on the seam. That's all the pitches I got. So when I step in the box, thinking about what pitch the pitcher's going to throw. Then I take my little load like that, go right down the middle, follow through. I'm normally thinking curveball, but a lot of times I know when the fastball's going to come, so I check it and boom.
Adam, man, thank you so much for doing that. Make sure everybody keeps it locked on LakePoint Sports on all our social media channels. Subscribe on YouTube to get the latest happening here on campus.